Yo, hey, what's up, guys? This time we are finally back with the hunt of 25 mythical materials each week. And that's because there's a nice little tool that makes my life a little bit easier to showcase the team. That doesn't mean you need the tool later on to do it, but it just makes my life easier to show you a running team that does all the things that you need. And I will talk about the tool in a second and stuff. Let's talk quickly about the team because I think it's a good one this time. I did not came up with it. It was my good buddy. I'm also gonna show you who I give props in a second and stuff. But yeah, let's talk about the team. I like it. I copied it because it's a free-to-play one. I will call it free-to-play. Sometimes the stats are pretty high, but keep in mind, you don't need exactly what I have on my account to make your run worth. It's just like we are stacking RNG layers over RNG layers, so sometimes just going more stats is just beneficial for you. But what about the team? It is free to play because it's old fusions, it's champions that you can always get. Besides maybe Ezio right now, but you know what I mean, he was free, you just got him, you got the blessing and everything, so this is pretty much a good one. And yeah, they have everything to do in the current week right now, where it is the middle row, where we have to do all these middle row trials to get all the mythical materials. I got 25, I was pretty much happy, because that doesn't happen too often to me, and when I do it, it is a little bit stressful. Maybe you know it yourself, sometimes weak affinity, sometimes it's just not going the way you want, but there's the tool coming in, Rodolbot. It does a simulation of the run for you. You have to make a preset, make some strategies behind it, but that is a community part at some point. At some point, everybody will just find a nice preset for themselves and then just put it in and just click and go and stuff. But it simulates the run for you in 10 seconds, and then it knows, you did not get the trials. Your allies got killed and the run didn't go smooth. Just restart the run. So basically what it does, it restarts the run until it finds a run that goes through, and then you can have your trials. That's why, for example, I can afford right now Ezio in my team. He's actually not that nice right now for the current affinity. Later on, for other weeks where you still do the same trials and stuff, you can use him, no problem. But right now, he's just weak affinity and he just doesn't really fit. But since I do have the Rodolbot and it searches over and over until he does not weak hit in the certain moments that I want him to do stuff, then actually it's pretty much fine. And yeah, I can recommend the tool totally, but also I want to quickly talk about who did the run, because I don't want to get props for myself. It was Yannick. I just copied his preset. I'm gonna show you that also in a second. I will put a code in the description where you just have to copy it, put it in your Rodolbot later on, and just do the same run that I do, and you're pretty much happy. That's what I did. That's what you should do, actually. So yeah, Yannick, thanks, man. Like, all the time, you're coming around and you're sharing. You're really not stingy and stuff. I really like that, man. Like, it's a cool thing because we are a community and everybody should have a little bit more fun in this game. So, this run right here, I never watched myself because I was actually sleeping and stuff. Just pressed the start button and recorded. It's why it's a 7 hours recording right here, so it's a little bit long. I think we don't have to watch the Chimera run. Like, let's get inspired by ourselves, and then I go over what we need for the certain trials. Keep in mind, we're just hunting for the middle ones. So our goal is to get 9 trials, but on point. And that's what we're trying to do, and everything else is just a bonus, and we will take it. It's just easy, we will take it. So the RAM form. Here is the thing that we need to place increase accuracy and stuff to get the middle first one activated. That's where Mikage comes in, puts the increase accuracy. So we unlock that probably in a second. Let me guess. And then there's also this true fear trials and stuff. Like, they could be activated too. Like, there's no problem if you land the true fear in that moment. But since we're just hunting for the middle ones, right now we got 1. That's totally fine. I think that's the only condition that we set up for this RAM form. And of course, everything what you see right here can be done manually, and people have done it already. This is not nothing super crazy new, just the fact that you don't have to touch anything when you use the bot is kind of nice, but you can just sit there and do it yourself. It's not would I recommend it? Probably not, because I never did it really. I hated trials, like, for real. I really did. And yeah, it's just cooler if you just don't have to and stuff. And at this point, yeah, we activated one. Ezio killed himself over and over, but it's totally fine. We don't care at this point. And yeah, the ram form at this point is just one try. It doesn't look too nice, right? But that's totally fine since we're just hunting for trials and we're not hunting for, it's like a tank week. So we are actually not trying to get our score too high, so that's totally fine if you just don't do the craziest damage. We're just hunting for trials. Let me skip this one too, because the Chimera is not really super interesting, but there needs to be said something later on. If you do not copy the code that I will give you in the description, then you have to know what kind of things you have to do, because this is not speed tuned or something. It is just freestyle. You go in there, you have as much speed as you have, as much attack, and blah blah blah. And then you just, over time, get one by one done. Ezio, not the best right now. I would recommend Xenomorph. He's probably better. Busco Shot, he actually gave me the right recommendation. Like, hey, this is actually nicer because of affinity. So yeah, I would rock someone else. But we need to talk about some stuff in here, like Lion Form. Okay, I haven't seen it, to be honest, but I know what we're trying to achieve at this moment. And the Lion Form is, we're just hunting for the middle one, and the middle one is not so hard, to be honest, because you kind of get that activated in most teams just randomly. You just do whatever you do, and that's okay. So we still got one trial. Doesn't really look nice right now. Wow. Yeah, but actually it gave me 25 mythical materials, and that's quite nice. I'm gonna show you the stats, everything later on. So we got two. It's probably the first one or the left side, the first one, the easy one. And yeah, I can't really tell because I did it overnight, and yeah, I don't know what actually activated at which point. So it's probably just the one in the middle or something. Do we activate something else here? Because that looks really... Oh, you're on the Lion Form. You did 2 trials. This team is not nice. But now we got 3. It could be the middle one. The easy and the... What's the middle one called? Like the easy and... Middle? Middle and hard or something? Normal. I think it's normal. Easy, normal, hard. Yeah. So it's the normal one. And I guess, I assume. But also we should have done at least one more or something for... I don't know. I actually don't know this guy. Oh, okay, now we got 4. It is probably like the left side easy one. Then we got on the middle the easy one and the normal one at this point. And it could be also that we activated 5 in a second. Not so sure, haven't seen it, but yeah, let's see. It's kind of nice that it's actually possible to not do this yourself and just press a button, you know. That was pretty nice. But it also means for you, I will be more... motivated to actually try a team out that is actually made for Chimera. What do I mean with that? Like, the teams are kind of meant to be kind of more RNG-like-ish. There can be go so much wrong that it's kind of the same thing when I do a team right now. Later on, you will sit there for the same time when you usually spend 3 hours to do your Chimera, I don't know, Duchess team or something, you will sit on this team exactly the same point. Like, they have all these RNG values in there, so we kind of are hooked with that. What I have to tell you in this form right now, before we go in the Viper, if you do it manually, like in the code, everything is set up. It's totally, like, it's full auto, guys. Like, yeah, oh man. Yeah, it feels kind of stingy because it feels like I do so much promotion for the tool, but also... I really enjoy it, man. Like, this is fun for me, so... But what about this form before we go into the Viper? We gotta do A1s. Like, you don't want to go in any form inside the Viper form with a lot of buffs. Not every character in here has a lot of resistance. There are some they do, but Ezio, for example, usually your attack-based champion or something cannot really afford to have a lot of resistance and still do a lot of damage. So that's why he not... And if you do buffs, the Viper steals your like your increased attack and stuff, and then he just nukes you out. Like, it's faster over that you can say something, and you want to actually get trials done. So you want to just A1 at the last moment. I think, yeah, right now it's actually doing A1s for me. That's pretty nice. I think I get rid of all these buffs. Yeah, okay, not everything, because like the Mavarad, her buff, right, the fervor buff, I think was it called, it is meant by the A1, so, but that's okay, like, even if he steals it, that doesn't really mean so much. And Ezio still does have his buffs right there. We gotta we're gonna get rid of it in a second. That's what we just got. And then he transforms, and that's how you wanna start your fight, with not having anything on there that can be stolen, or let's say that can be stolen that is kind of hurting you. Sometimes maybe there's a little shield or something when he steals that. Alright, who cares? But yeah, let's go in here and we gotta do those trials on the middle. What are we trying to do? We are trying to get our poison sensitivity out there plus poisons. Did we just activate it? I think we just activated right now. We're on 5. I think we have been on 4. So what we're trying to do is, again, the poison plus the poison sensitivity. And afterwards survive a couple of turns. I think it was 3 turns. That is quite doable. Like, if you get the poison, the Ezio just does it. If you are better affinity later on, he just does it more often. My run mostly failed on the Viper form because I wasn't able to get, like, consistent poisons out there and stuff. So we're trying to get those done, and then afterwards, there's some special one-ins here, like some bonuses in here that we activated. I can't really tell. I should have watched the, like, I think you can see that on the end screen where you can kind of check what you activated. I kind of forgot and stuff, and yeah, sorry about that, but yeah, it's how it is. Like, we get 8. We got, I think, what can we do in here? Like, we don't have block debuffs, that's not nice, so we have block buffs and stuff. The left side we can activate something. HP burn we don't have, so this is kind of the middle one. The easy one on the right and the easy one on the left. So I think we can activate 5 or 4. I think 4 on the Viper form. Pretty much nice, but again, like, besides the mythical materials, everything else is just bonuses. And we're trying to keep at least a team more obtainable than just have a Gallifrey or something in there. Nobody can kind of do this all the time. Like, there are some people that get it. I myself don't have one. So sometimes it feels a little bit that you want to have something different that can do the job for you. Alright, let's go skip up to the next one. Okay, Viper form. So we're still trying to do damage while we're under decreased crit rate. I kind of forgot what we need to do, to be honest. I just don't have it. I just don't remember right now. I need to look at it. But it's the middle row. It's basically coming from Mikage, increased accuracy. Then we get, like, true fears and stuff from, or sometimes just fear from our Lydia, so we can actually hit pretty hard. And sometimes we're just hitting pretty hard even without fears and stuff. So we're gonna activate something in here. So we got 10, we activated 2 more. We got 11, so we got something on the side. I think it's probably the true fear one, because we got true fear right now. And I think that's about it. The middle run, like, we got the complete row for the mythical materials, and then on the left side, on the easy one, we got activated 1. Perfect. Yeah, okay, we got probably, like, on the right side, we got also the easy one, because we got perfect veil, and it probably activated in the same time. Ezio just dies over and over, but that's fine. We don't have to watch anything in here, because it's gonna, wait, no, it's gonna skip over to 12. Where did it happen? Come on, show me. Come on! Okay, it happened right here. What did I activate? I think, yeah, it's on the right side, the middle one, the normal one, because we placed, like, debuffs and buffs and stuff. Like, alright, that makes sense. Let's go to the next form on the lion, because I don't think we have to say so much about it. Because, yeah, the lion form is pretty easy. Like, it's just the middle one again. Mikage basically activates that by herself. It's just ally attacks at this point. And I don't even know if we get, like, did we already did it? Did we not? Let's skip a little bit forward. Let's see if it changes something. And actually, it doesn't. Alright, it actually didn't. So we already activated that one. Let's go to the Viper form. Alright, right here. We should have, I think I got 14 trials. So there must be something in here. Ah, yeah, the second one, of course. We are gonna activate the last one because you have to die. And, like, the middle one, the middle row, the normal, says that you have to stay alive for, so I think it's 3 turns. So basically, sometimes it's unachievable in the first go. So the second time you come around, somebody dies. That's perfectly for us. We revived and we got the 13 right now. So everything is unlocked right now. All the mythical materials. And yeah, I think I got 14. Let's see. Did I do something else here? 13? Okay, it was actually just 13. But hey, that's totally fine. Gonna skip to the end, and yeah, it's 155 million. And actually, all the way here, when I, let's say, probably like here somewhere, let's skip a little bit forward because I was sleeping. All this has been done where I was sleeping. It's kind of nice, and I can't go on. I want to show you the moment. So, where is it? It must be somewhere. Didn't I? It is actually not showing. Whatever. I got a screenshot and I put it right here over the top, and everything is okay. But yeah, 25 mythical materials, and we're gonna check out the gear now. So let's do the part where everybody gets mad at me because the stats are sometimes a little bit too high. But I wanna say that you don't have to be that high. We are stacking layers of RNG and stuff. So if you just can go speedier, if you can go a little bit more hard on attack on Ezio and stuff, just do it. That is actually helping you out, and that's why I have to do it. If I could do it like, I don't know, 5k attack or something, I would. I technically would. But yeah, let's talk about the stats. We have a reflex and merciless set on Mikage. Then we're trying to get like resistance and accuracy up, like not to a certain degree than usual because Lamasu is in there, and you will get your decreased resistance and decreased accuracy from the passive from actually Lamasu. So we're not trying to always hit exactly the right numbers, but almost there. Like we have resistance and accuracy. For example, my accuracy is too low, my resistance is too low, but also I'm not trying to resist everything in this team right now. So technically it's okay, and we still get 100 plus because of Lamasu. So yeah, speed is kind of freaky, 370. Hey, I assume you can do a 310, 290 Mikage or something. That could be still possible for you. It's just the layers of RNG that you kind of manipulate by taking more turns, being on point a little bit more often, but this is not required to a certain degree, while other champions like Ezio later on, yeah, he gotta be stacked, or else he doesn't do the damage. But if you do the damage, you get a nice outcome, right? So yeah, we got like accuracy, resistance, and then we are based about survival mode. So we're just having HP and defense to a certain degree. We do have this relic right here to get just a little bit more accuracy. Nothing too special about that. I got a 6-star on her. That's why I got actually the stats and made it much easier. And yeah, so that's quite nice. I got cruelty on her, so she can actually layer out a little bit more defense downs. Mastery are like this. That's my usual part where I kind of use this one. And let's go on Lydia. Oh god, I see the comments already. Like, it's all about the stats. But actually, I just want to have less RNG in my run. That's why I actually go higher these days. Instead of just, yeah, waiting 7 hours for one run to be successful, you know? So, 350 in a Pharaoh set? Yes, in a Pharaoh set, of course. Makes sense. She does a lot of debuffs, 350 speed, and survival mode again. And then we have like accuracy and resistance. This time is on point. Basically, like we can place her stuff freely. That is good. And yeah, mastery and like the relic is the resistance one right here. I actually don't need it because I get 100. Yeah, like I don't need 100 more than usual because of Lamasu. And the passive, I do have this one because that is the must-have for Lydia. Like, you want to have a 5-star or a 6-star later on with this blessing, and it makes your trials team so much cooler and stuff, and blah, blah, blah. That's kind of really nice, and not really kind of. It's the nice. That makes Lydia to a boss instead of just a good champion. The masteries are like this, like nothing too crazy about here, like the usual stuff. And Ezio, we have to talk about him because he needs stats. Like, without the stats, he doesn't do the minimum hit, but he is actually useful about all his skills and stuff. So that's like, for example, decreased defense, he has already. Okay, we got Didier in our team already. It's okay, he got the poison, he does the damage, and that's totally fine for us. Like, hey, it's a free-to-play champion, like, it was literally for free. So if he can do the job, that is amazing for a free champion. And stats are like this. Yeah, I'm not so speedy this time, 220 speed, while I have like around 9k attack, that's pretty high, but A little bit less could, like 500 less attack or something, that would be okay for you if you have still the crit damage. And keep in mind, you get the blessing, so we got the 5-star already, so accuracy, resistance and stuff is not so hard. And also the crit damage is also pushed by it. So we got 397 on crit damage, and that's the point where I mean, like, you go a little bit more ham if you can do that, my man. Go more. If you can't, try it out, see where it goes. Like, if you don't hit the minimum on a damage dealer, it's pretty much over, I assume so. While, like, not having a Lydia super fast, and she's not taking that many turns, still can give you the right RNG to get your run successful done and stuff. Just for damage dealers, it's a little bit, the rules are just different, man. And most, like, really do not hit that hard. I put the cat's gaze on him so he can actually do, like, the damage and stuff. And, like, you don't really need it. Like, I just went for it because it's already, like, there and leveled up and stuff. But what you can do is also what most people do, and it's actually, like, what Yannick did. Like, he doesn't have the cat's gaze on him, and he just used the crown right here. And that's totally fine. Just use that one. Put, like, a boss layer if you can in there, and some gemstones that actually benefits you. Like the increase accuracy right here, like if, no, not increase accuracy, like for 100 accuracy you get 1% more damage, and while you have like a lot of accuracy, then you can still use all these. Like, it's 344 for me, but keep in mind, like, the 100 accuracy from Lamassu basically. And yeah, I put Nature's Wrath on him because makes sense, he puts out debuffs, and that's usually the most beneficial up to a Crushing Rend. Like, if you don't have Crushing Rend on a 6-star, you usually use Nature's Wrath on debuffers, so that's totally fine. Like, Masteries right here. Yeah, pretty much standard, like Helm Smasher and stuff, like damage boost, like a little bit accuracy right here and stuff. Yeah, nothing too crazy, but also the whole package makes it that he can actually do the job. Lamassu! And a Relentless and an Impulse set, so she can get more resets back to back, and her skills just more frequently and stuff. And yeah, 335 speed right here. She is the target for the crit damage. Like, this must be the lowest. Like, yeah, if you want to use my code, just, use that thing. Like, okay, it's not my code, it's Yannick's code, okay? Don't get me wrong. Okay, and then we also got, like, resistance, accuracy and stuff, because we need that, obviously, so we can land that stuff. And yeah, that's about it. Like, everybody else is, besides Ezio, is just survival mode, where they have like a HP and stuff. We got the book right here for, better turn meter boosts. And Brimstone, I don't have too crazy of a blessing right there, so I just went for Brimstone. And Masteries are like this. Nothing too crazy. While Mavara is just the most recent one, like, it actually does a fantastic job, like, increase resistance and stuff. And then you also have the Perfect Veil, Unkillable, and the heal. Like, she's actually the champion that heals on here. I pressed the wrong button, but let's go quickly back in here, and let's talk about Mavara. What is she doing? She's in a protection set, because, she puts out buffs, and that's what we want to use for our advantage. 355 speed. We got, resistance. Just, she doesn't have any debuffs, so we get 500 resistance, and we are on 600 when Lamassu actually decreased everything. We don't have a relic right now. Maybe I should put one on it. I actually don't know. Like, there was nothing too obvious where, like, oh, I need to have this, or ho. But it actually worked out, so it's totally fine. We are booked and stuff. Like, I don't even have a blessing on her. Masteries are the resistance. And then, like this one, for example, that we get some more turn meter when the buff runs out a little bit. Nothing too crazy. It's kind of standard already. Just a little bit of a variation. That's all about it. The team is nice in my opinion because it's available for many people. Stats can be lowered down. You don't have to be that crazy as I am right now. And you get your 25 mythical materials in this game. And that's actually making it super nice. Even my damage wasn't the craziest, it was 155 million, but it does the job perfectly. So that's all about it. Make sure to press the like button, subscribe if you haven't done already, have a nice day.